the issue with fragmented TV data is basically it comes in from a lot of different platforms, which is fine when you aggregate it all together. This is the concept of reaggregation we always talk about. Disparate small streaming platforms, disparate content libraries, but when all aggregated together, make up premium content, comprehensive media libraries, and large audience scale that can meet or rival other streaming like OTT walled gardens like a Netflix or Hulu. So the real answer is like, how can advertisers best use an AMP platform, which a TV data provider like us really leverages and works with to aggregate all of that viewership together. So we take all this viewership on disparate platforms, aggregate it all together by show, platform agnostic. We just call it a streaming cohort of viewership. And then advertisers really work with great partners of ours, especially AdSquare, to buy that re-aggregated audience which was once fragmented. So I think the big question to ask is, how much is that source data being amplified? So is the source of the data a seed and then amplified 10, 15, 20x, which is a problem which is proliferated in our industry, which I think we're all trying to tamper down on? Or is the source data being purchased and leveraged and used? Is it all deterministic, one-to-one, where each of those individual data attributes associated with the data is actually attributed to the end user in the segment? Therefore, again, one-to-one deterministic data. So, really the best way, really the questions that need to be asked, is it deterministic? Is it probabilistic? And if so, just understanding the pricing and quality differences between those two. And if you want to go for the utmost quality, always lean towards deterministic rather than a blend. And as a side note, all the data that we provide, all the OTT and streaming viewership data we have within the AMP platform that we're working with the awesome team at AdSquare to really help get to market, work with agencies specifically. It's all deterministic, one-to-one, non-amplified viewership. So the big thing we've seen in our industry over the last, I'll call it 3-4 years, is the fact that it's just very difficult for advertisers even to target TV viewership outside of actual TV. So the new heights advertisers can reach is really the fact that individual show level, individual genre level, individual networks. The viewership of those shows, networks, and genres can actually be targeted now in the digital realm with the same tactics that they have historically been targeted for cable TV. So for example, being able to mirror a brand advertisement for, you name it, CPG company that's being aired in a 30-second ad by Modern Family and ABC. How do you actually mirror that to the streaming audience as well without having to worry about the fragmentation of media, without having to worry about different video buying platforms to really reach that ad? How do you do it comprehensively all in one and then attribute against it holistically? This is now what advertisers have been able to do, especially in the latter half of this year, is they can really start to look at things holistically, plan holistically, and buy holistically, and now attribute holistically to streaming audiences in the digital realm the same way they've historically done so on cable TV and linear.